Hey guys, my name is Erin Donovan and welcome to SPENGA's Yoga for Back to School Stress Management. Today's class is a non-flow class, which means we're not going to be doing down dog into your plank, into your cobras or your up dogs, and then back to down dog. This is a class that if you're feeling really stressed, if you're newer to yoga, or maybe you haven't practiced in a while, is a great kind of re-jump start for you. So we're going to learn how to really breathe, how to move for our own body, and how to feel really good, letting go of the stress of outside circumstances that we have no control over, and how to go inward where we can really just focus on us and how we feel, right? During this time, I think it's so easy to get so just inundated by outside circumstances. And if you're anything like me, one thing that I've learned over the last 6 months is that the only thing that I really have control over is me and whether I'm proactive to things or reactive to things, how I'm feeling about things, and whether or not I'm letting things, as my mom would say, rent space in my head. Right. So today, what we're going to primarily work on, of course, it's going to be yoga, but really learning how to focus on how we're feeling, what's going on in our mind, and how can we really bring our mind and our breath and our body together, because really that's what yoga is. Yoga is about uniting. It's not about whether or not you can get your leg over your head. It's about uniting your body, your breath, your spirit to feel good and to really heal whatever you need to be healed. So we're going to start in a comfortable seat on your mat, and it can be whatever is most comfortable for you. Again, there's no right and there's no wrong. It's just what works best for you. Okay, so we're going to find a nice comfortable seat. Find a nice long straight spine. Let's lift the shoulders up, back, and down, and then turn the palms up. So again, however you're sitting is fine. Just find that nice long straight spine. And just begin to close your eyes. Just begin to bring the attention to the sound of your breath. Taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths in through your nose. And exhaling out your nose or your mouth, whatever works best for you. With every inhale, just begin to lengthen up through your spine. And as you exhale, see if you can grow a little bit taller, and then gently bring the chin so it's parallel to the floor. So we want to find length for the back of the neck, a softening in the shoulders, relaxing around your eyes and your facial muscles. And just giving yourself this time to just be with you. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, burnt out, this is the perfect practice to help you release and just hopefully fill your cup back up, to give you nurturing, helping you to calm your nervous system and feel a little bit more at peace. And we're going to begin to lengthen through the breath, coming into what's called a 4-count breath, which is an inhale for a count of 4 and an exhale for a count of 4. So as we inhale, breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And take one more big deep breath in. Exhaling out your mouth. And we'll begin to open your eyes, turning the palms down. So again, staying in whatever leg position is comfortable for you. Beginning with some seated cat-cow. So on your inhale, begin to draw the heart open. Bring the shoulder blades down your back. Look up if you're able to. If not, just look straight ahead. And as you exhale, gently begin to round your spine back. On your inhale, drawing the heart open. Exhale, rounding back. One more time. Inhale. Exhaling deeply. And we'll inhale, come to a nice long straight spine. Reach the arms up. And as we exhale, just taking a gentle twist to one side. Whatever side feels best for you. Looking over your back shoulder or just in the general direction that your heart is turning. Making sure that you're sitting up nice and tall. Take a big deep breath in, unwind and reach the arms up. Exhale, gently turning to the other side. Inhale, coming back to the center, reach the arms up. Exhale, back to that first side. Inhale, coming back to the center, reaching the arms up. Exhale, back to that second side. Inhale, unwinding, arms extend. Exhale, one arm drops, one arm reaches, seated half moon. Relaxing into the shoulders, and we're just slowly focusing on opening up through the side bodies. Inhale, coming back up to the center. Exhale, other side. And soften the shoulders. If you're clenching into your face, right? Take your tongue behind your two front teeth. That'll soften the jaw and help relax around your eyes. Inhale, reaching it up one more time, each direction. Exhale. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, coming back to the center, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, hands come to the heart. And we're going to come up to stand at the top of your mat. Right, so however you can get there is fine. Right, coming up to the top of your mat, feet are going to come underneath your hips, grounding down equally between both feet. And lift the shoulders up, back, and down. Palms extend down. Gaze is forward. You can always close your eyes. Coming into mountain pose. The belly draws in. The tailbone extends down. The heart softens. So we're not pulling our chest forward. Just rooting down into the earth. Finding strength and stability. Just making sure that you're equally grounded between both feet. So there's equal body weight between the right side and the left side. Taking one more big deep breath here. Exhaling. On your inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, left arm comes forward, right arm comes back. Little standing twist. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, other side, right arm forward, left arm back. Inhale, reaching the arms up. One more time each side. Exhale, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, coming back to the center. Exhale, other side. Inhale, coming back to the center, reach the arms up. Exhale, slowly fold. Bend into the knees if you need to. You can grab your elbows if you'd like. Just letting your body hang in a standing forward fold. allow the head to just drop, releasing tension in the neck and the shoulders. We all hold our stress in different places. Whatever that might be for you, just honoring it, allowing your body to be where it needs to be. Just remember, wherever that is, it's okay. Right? It's easy to judge, but judgment creates unhappiness. So if you can meet your tightness with love and non-judgment, that's how you heal. And that's how you're going to feel better. Pressing firmly into the feet, take a big deep breath and roll the spine up. Arms extend up. Exhale, standing half moon. Right arm drops, left arm reaches. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, left arm drops, right arm reaches. One more time each side. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, right arm drops, left arm reaches. One more time. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, slowly fold. Fingertips will come to the floor, front of the shins. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, gently fold. And you can grab your elbows again, maybe grabbing the opposite elbow. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Just hanging in a rag doll. Keeping the attention on the breath. Pressing firmly into the earth, release the hands. Take a big deep breath in. Roll the spine up nice and slow. Arms extend up, palms touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Then we'll bring the hands to the hips, stepping your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Okay, so you don't have to go to the side edges of your mat unless you want to. Okay? And just very lightly interlacing your fingers. Right, so we're going to come into a chest expansion. If your shoulders are tight, you can use a towel, a strap, a belt, a tie. There's lots of options. Right? If you're interlacing your fingers, just make sure that you're not slamming your palms together. Keep your wrists soft and a nice little space between your hands. You press firmly down into the earth. Again, belly pulls in, soften the front of the rib cage. Take a big deep breath in, bring your shoulder blades together. And as you exhale, I want you to think about trying to squeeze a pencil between the shoulder blades. Right, so you might notice that the shoulders want to come up, but we want to squeeze the shoulder blades to bring them down. And if there's any discomfort, release, and you can always return back to it. And you can stay here, or we'll inhale, slowly begin to lift the heart gently. And then as you exhale, keeping those shoulder blades squeezing, we'll gently fold. Okay, so the arms might come up, they might not. What we want to focus on is keeping the shoulders away from the ears, to finding an angle that you can bring the arms up where the shoulders are away from the ears. Right, so don't worry about the height of the arms. It's completely irrelevant. Now on your inhale, take the hands back to your tailbone, release the hands. If you're holding a strap, just let it go, and we'll gently release the hands to the floor. Fingertips to the floor, front of the shins. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, gently fold. Now coming back to another twist, taking that left hand just about underneath your chin. Inhale, lengthen your spine, roll that right shoulder back, right arm extends, coming into a twist. You can always roll that shoulder back and bring the hand behind you. You can bend into your left knee if you need to. You can bend into both knees if you need to. Legs can be also straight. On your inhale, come back to the center, nice long spine, switching hands. Exhale, left shoulder rolls back, left arm extends, or again, take that hand behind you, looking up, looking down, or just looking to the side. And again, bending into that right knee, legs straight, or both knees bent. And again, think about how does it feel for you? How do you move best? On your inhale, slowly unwind. Exhale, release. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, gently fold, plant your palms. On your inhale, stepping it back into downward facing dog. So downward facing dog is not appropriate for you today. You can always drop your knees, unflip your toes, and bring the hips to the heels instead, walking the arms forward or hands towards your feet. Right, coming into child's pose. If you're in your downward facing dog, don't worry about trying to get the heels down unless they naturally come down. Right? We don't want to create force. Right? Knees can be bent if your hamstrings are tight. But we want to think about lifting the hips up and back, relaxing the shoulders from the ears so the hands are shoulder width apart, feet are about hip width apart. And then look to your heels, make sure that they disappear behind your ankles. And then think about the outside of your underarms slightly rolling in towards the center of your chest. So you're really broadening through the upper back. Right, looking at your legs and just connecting to the breath. Taking one more big deep breath in. Exhaling completely. Now on your inhale, we'll take just your right leg up, bend the knee, open your hip. Exhale, right foot steps forward, left foot is going to spin out. Right, bending into that right knee, so right knee and ankle will be in a straight line, right heel to left heel line up, or right heel to left arch. Taking that left hand, inhale, windmill yourself up, coming into warrior two. Relaxing your shoulders, so we want to be straight with the hips and shoulders in a nice alignment. Right, arms extend out, palms are down, looking over that right middle finger if you're able to. Right, equal body weight in both feet. Right, and then just take a peek, look to your right knee. Make sure that your knee is moving towards your second and third toe. Warrior two. Right, relax your shoulders. And now take a nice big deep breath and press into both feet. Straightening the legs, reach the arms up, keep the kneecap soft. Exhale, press back into warrior two. Inhale, sweeping it up. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, sweeping it up. Exhale, warrior two. Now flipping that right hand up. Inhale, right arm reaches up, left arm drops back, reverse dancer warrior. Rolling the shoulders away from the ears, looking up towards that right hand, or just looking again in that direction that your heart is turning. If you find that you're moving with that front leg, right, try to really press into the feet and then really ground that left foot. Right, so we want to lengthen through the side bodies and then relax your shoulders. Right, reverse dancer warrior. And on your inhale, coming back into your warrior two. Exhale, straighten the legs, arms reach up. Inhale, extend up. Now as you exhale, start to shift your hips back. Right arm comes forward. We're going to reach out, 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 and then down, coming into triangle pose. Roll the shoulders from the ears, looking up towards that left hand, or down towards that right foot, or of course just looking to the side. Just make sure that your neck is in line with your spine. Right, the tailbone is slightly tucked under, right? And if this is too low for you, you can always bend into your front knee and just take your forearm onto your thigh. This is extended side angle. So again, making sure that your practice works for you so that you can keep your attention on your breath, how you're feeling, and keeping yourself feeling really, really good. Take one more big deep breath in. If your gaze is up, turn it down. Exhale, bend into that front knee, and back to warrior two. Inhale, straightening that right leg. Exhale, pivot all 10 toes towards the long side of your mat, standing wide straddle. Taking the hands to your hips. Inhale, press firmly into both feet. Exhale, hinge forward, and then slowly release it down. So again, you can bend your knees here if that feels best for you. Right? Your hands might easily come to the floor or they might not. Again, either way, it's totally fine. We'll inhale, extending through your spine. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Right, so again, you can stay right here, or we'll slowly just start to add a little sway. And it's very, very gentle, very, very slow. If you're just pressing into one foot, right, you can add a shoulder sway to it. Right, we just want to always be careful that the knees don't pull forward. Right, we always want to keep the knees behind your toes in these types of poses. And again, so we're just getting into the inner thighs, the pelvic floor, behind the back of your knees. Again, if it doesn't feel good, don't do it. And one more time each side. We'll inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, gently fold. On your inhale, we'll begin to walk hand over hand towards your left foot. So we'll prep for the other side. Okay, so your left foot's going to be your forward leg, right foot is going to spin out, pressing that right foot firmly down into the earth. Again, check your form, left knee and ankle in a straight line, kneecap moving towards your second or third toe. Okay, front heel to back heel line up or front heel to back arch. Right, so you're looking for stability. That's really what you're looking for. Okay, taking that right hand, inhale, lifting yourself up and open, warrior two. Right, relaxing through your shoulders. But again, that tailbone, again, it extends down, hips and shoulders in that nice straight alignment. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Now on your inhale, straightening the legs, reaching the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reaching the arms up, creating space. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, warrior two. On your inhale, flipping that left hand up. Exhale, right arm drops back, left arm reaches up, reverse stance or warrior. And draw the shoulders away from the ears, looking up or just in the direction that your heart is opening. Pressing firmly into the earth. And we'll inhale, come back into your warrior two, straightening that left leg. Exhale, reaching it up, prepping for triangle. Inhale, reaching it up. Exhale, left arm comes forward. So again, the hips are shifting back. So we're reaching forward, out, and then down is that last piece to the puzzle. And looking up towards that right hand if you're able to, looking down towards your left foot or to the side. Again, if this is too much for you, just bend into that front knee, take your forearm to the thigh, and hold extended side angle instead. Remember, yoga is not about force, it's about ease and being gentle. Okay. Honoring where your body is without trying to change it, without having a judgment. Right? There's enough judgment in life. Our bodies are one place where we need to not bring judgment. Right? Pressing firmly into the earth. Take a nice big deep breath in, bring your gaze down. If it's up, bend into that left knee. Exhale, back to your warrior two. Inhale, reach the arms up, pivot all 10 toes towards the long side of your mat. Exhale, hands come back to your hips. Again, just check your feet, make sure that you're nice and stable. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, slowly fold. Fingertips wherever you can reach. Inhale again, lengthening your spine. Exhale, slowly fold. One more time. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, slowly fold. Now on your inhale, we'll begin to walk hand over hand towards your right foot. Spinning all the toes forward, plant your palms, and we'll step back into downward facing dog. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Again, drop the knees. Unflip your toes, go to child's pose if that feels best for you. But remember, when you're on your mat, it is your practice. So your teacher is your guide, but you know your body. So always doing what feels best for you. Now on your inhale, we'll take just your left leg. Lift your left leg up, bend the knee, open your hip. On your exhale, left foot is going to step forward. We'll gently drop down on the right knee and then relax your right toes. So we're going to come into lizard pose. So that right knee and ankle will be in a nice straight line. Taking the hands to the inside of your left leg, and we're going to hug that left leg in towards the shoulder. Okay, so you can keep the back toes flat or curled, that's up to you. If there's any discomfort in the back knee, you can always give yourself some cushion. Okay, you can also lift the knee up for a second, press the heel back. Once you get that stretch in that right hip flexor, re-drop down the knee, re-relax your toes. That's going to help bring you over the top of the kneecap so your kneecap's not digging into the floor. Right, so again, holding here, or we'll slowly maybe come down onto that right forearm. If it feels okay, maybe you'll come onto the left forearm. If you find that that left knee flips out to the side, right, walk it over a little bit and really try to hug that knee in. Okay, if you're down low and it's too much, right, just come up high. Right, remember, the angle doesn't matter. What matters is finding the shape that works best for you. Taking one more big deep breath in here. Exhaling completely. On your next inhale, we'll begin to walk back up onto the hands. Slowly start to lift your tailbone back. Take your left hand to the outside of the left leg and then gently fold over that left straight leg. Now remember, the kneecap is soft. You can have the foot flat or be up on the heel, right? You can sit back on that right heel if that feels comfortable for you. And again, taking it where it feels good. Again, we want to get into that hamstring and really give it some love. Now on your inhale, very slowly, very carefully, beginning to press the hips forward. Curl the right toes under, lift the knee up, and we're going to step to the top of your mat. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, gently fold. Press down into the feet. Inhale, roll the spine all the way up, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okay, so going to the other side. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, slowly fold. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, fold. Now keeping that right foot forward. On your inhale, take a giant step back with your left leg. Left knee drops. Again, keep the toes curled or flat, totally up to you. Right knee and ankle in that straight line. Taking the hands to the inside of your right foot. Relax your shoulders. So again, your gaze is down. Hugging that right knee in. Right, again, if you need a little more release for that left leg, curl the toes under, press the heel back. As soon as you get that stretch in that left hip flexor, re-drop down the knee, re-relax your toes. So again, staying here, or we'll take that left forearm down. And if you're still okay, taking that right forearm down. And again, it's not about the depth, it's about how does it feel. Can you hug that right knee in towards your chest? I'm sorry, in towards your shoulder. Can you find space in your hips? Right, for most of us, this is our tight place, or one of our tight places. Right, so again, breathing into it and finding the angle that's most appropriate. Taking one more big deep breath in. If you're down on your forearms, exhale, walk up onto your hands. On your inhale, slowly beginning to shift the hips back. Take that right hand to the outside of the right leg, so the hands are just there for support. Relax your shoulders, and then gently folding over that right leg. Right, so again, staying here. Right, again, you can sit back on the heel if that feels good, right? That right foot can be flat, or you can just be up with the heel on the earth. Again, think about, how does that right hamstring feel? How tight is it? Right? And how can you extend the hips back to really create some good length? Taking one more big deep breath in. Exhale, slowly coming forward. Curl the left toes under, plant the palms, and then step it back for downward facing dog. On your inhale, look to your hands, bend the knees. Exhale, stepping it up to the top of your mat, and we'll come on down and have a seat. So we're going to work on what's called double pigeon. So if you need any cushion or support for your knees, it's a great time to grab it. If you don't have it, you can bring a blanket underneath your seat if you have a hard time sitting up straight. We're going to take your right shin and bring it as parallel to the top of your mat as you can. Okay. Your left leg can extend out to the side, flexing your foot, or we're going to stack your left shin over your right. Right, so think the knee and the arch line up together and they stack on top of one another. Okay. Lifting the sitting bones up and then drop them down, sitting up nice and tall. Right, so this is our double pigeon. Right. If you find that the bottom leg is comfortable, but the top leg, there's a big space here, right? Again, take a pillow, a block, a rolled mat, anything that you can to kind of create a support. The number one thing we don't want to do is try to force that leg down because you're just going to hurt your hip, right? So again, creating support in that space is going to help protect your knee and your hip, right? Flexibility takes time, right? And patience is hard for most of us, right? So don't worry if you have that space in there, work with it to create safety, and over time, with consistency, you will build the flexibility in the hip area. Right, so again, staying right here, where we'll inhale, lengthen up through the spine, and then exhale, start to walk your hands forward wherever you can reach best. Right, so again, the hands can come forward, you can drop the forearms, you can drop the head, and you can take the forearms onto the legs. Again, just relax your shoulders, right? If you're sitting up tall and you've only folded a little bit, that's okay. Again, don't judge the angle. It's not important. And bringing the connection to the breath. Taking one more big deep breath in. Exhaling completely. On your next inhale, slowly walk your hands and roll the spine up. And then as you exhale, we'll begin to extend your left leg out and bring your right leg in for a seated tree pose. Okay, so we want to bring the hips squared towards the top of your mat or the long side of your mat. Okay, relaxing through the shoulders. Again, if there's that space there, just give yourself some support, flexing through your left foot. Inhale, reaching the arms up, draw the shoulders down your back. Exhale, and slowly folding over that left leg as best as you can. Again, use your hands to help you raise that ankle if you need to. Right? Don't worry about reaching the foot unless you naturally go there. Try to drop your head. But again, can you just breathe and soften? Can you release and let go? Taking One more big deep breath in. Exhaling, beginning to walk your hands in nice and slow. And we'll just switch our sides. So we'll take that left leg, bring in that left shin, again, as parallel to the top of your mat or side of your mat as you can. And then crossing your right leg over your left. Right, again, if that's too much, right, just take the leg out to the side. And you can do one variation on one side and a different variation on the other side. You're not going to be lopsided. Right? Again, we want to move how our body needs to move. Again, lifting the sitting bones up, dropping them down, put a little flex in the feet, give space and support if you need to. Relax your shoulders. Again, making sure that first you can sit up nice and tall before you try to fold, right? Because this is where the release comes in, right? The rest is just extra, right? We don't always need extra. So again, staying here if this works best, or on your next inhale, you can try to see if you can find a little bit more length for the spine, and then on your exhale, hinging forward, gently folding. Again, take the hands down wherever you need to, right? The possibilities are absolutely endless. You drop the head, soften the shoulders. Most importantly, just be where you are. Be where you need to be. And just know that showing up, that's the hard part. Right? The rest of it is just practice. Unrolling your mat and actually hitting play, that is 95% of the work. There's a simple quote that I love. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Right? So if you're just getting back to yoga, right, congratulate yourself. You took a huge leap. If you decided that you just needed to add stress management into your life, again, congratulate yourself for making change. Let's inhale. We'll slowly walk the hands in. Roll the spine. We'll take that right leg forward. The left leg is going to come in back to that seated tree. And just making sure that your sitting bones are nice and flat. Flexing that right foot. Right? So your hip bones are squared. Take a big deep breath and reach the arms up. Stretch up. Exhale, folding to whatever degree you can. And releasing through the head, the neck, and the shoulders. I think for most of us, human nature to let go of what helps us when we're stressed. And it's easy to grab onto unhealthy habits, but it's when we're stressed that we need to let go of the unhealthy habits and grab hold of what makes us feel good. Not just for the moment, but what makes us feel good overall. And that's something different for all of us. Okay? But really allowing yourself the space to be open to what makes you feel best. Take a big deep breath in, begin to walk the hands in. Exhale, roll the spine up, and we'll bend the knees and begin to roll onto your back. So if you have your hair up in a ponytail, you might want to take it out or just loosen it up, or just make sure that it's high enough that when you come onto your back, it's not going to disrupt the alignment of your neck. So we'll begin to very, very gently come onto your back, hug your knees in, and we'll gently rock side to side or forward and back, and whatever feels best for you. Just making sure that your head relaxes, your neck is soft. Okay, so you can stay right here if this feels best for you, or we'll begin to release your feet to the earth, coming into a bridge pose. Okay, so again, you can stay right here. You can plant your feet. And if you want to come into bridge pose, the heels are going to be pretty much to where you can just kind of lightly reach your fingertips to them. You don't need to be any closer than that. If you can't get that close, that's totally fine. Right? Make sure that you don't turn your head when you come into bridge pose, because we want to keep the neck in line with the rest of the spine. Right? So pressing firmly down into both feet, take a big deep breath in, pull the belly in, gently tilt the pelvis so your tailbone is going to pull up, and then as you press into the feet, start to lift the hips using the belly, and then gently extend the hips up. Right? So the kneecaps extend forward, inner thighs pull in towards one another, imagining that you have a yoga block between your thighs. Right? Don't worry about how high you're lifting, that's irrelevant. Right? Try to find the stability and the strength in the lower body and the release in the upper body. Right? So the belly is doing the work, thinking about lifting from the belly, not from the glutes. Right? The glutes are going to work, but we don't want the glutes to be the only thing that's working. Right? We want the inner thighs to work, the outer thighs to work, the quads to work, the belly to work. And then the glutes will extend and maybe lift you up a little bit higher. So you can stay here with the hands down. You can walk the shoulders under and interlace your fingers. And just make sure that you can breathe. If you're moving in a way that shallows your breath, back off. Taking one more big deep breath in. If your shoulders are rolled under, exhale, begin to release the shoulders, release the hands. And then we'll slowly begin to roll down from the top to the bottom. So the tailbone releases last. And just take a moment to pause. Okay. Get the body physically comfortable. It takes a moment for the muscles to continue to release. Then beginning to open your arms out to the sides. Bring your right knee in towards the chest, then your left leg, and just slowly allowing the knees to drop to the right. So your gaze can stay up, or you can look towards your left hand. That's totally up to you. And on your inhale, slowly beginning to roll back onto your spine. We'll exhale, dropping the knees to the left. We'll inhale, slowly drawing the knees back to the center. And as you exhale, just beginning to release your feet to the earth, taking one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Softening your shoulders. Just begin to close your eyes. Taking a nice big deep breath in through your nose. Exhaling out your mouth. 2 more times. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out your mouth. 1 more time. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out your mouth. We're going to begin to move into what's called the 3-part breath, which helps us learn how to breathe into the 3 chambers of the lungs, the upper, the middle, and the lower. So we're just going to refer to it as belly, rib cage, and chest. So on your next inhale, just beginning to bring the breath in through your nose, bringing your breath all the way down into your belly. And then as you exhale, breathing out your nose or your mouth, just releasing the breath from your belly. Breathing into the belly and exhaling out of the belly. One more time like this. Inhaling into the belly. Exhaling out of the belly. Now adding on for the rib cage. Bringing the breath into the belly, into the rib cage. Then breathing out of the rib cage, out of the belly. Breathing into the belly, breathing into the rib cage, breathing out of the rib cage, out of the belly. One more, breathing into the belly, into the rib cage, breathing out of the rib cage, out of the belly. Now adding on for the chest, breathing into the belly, into the rib cage, breathing into the chest, and exhaling out of the chest, the rib cage, and your belly. Breathing into the belly, the rib cage, the chest. Exhaling, chest, rib cage, and belly. One more breath. Inhaling into the belly, into the rib cage, into the chest. Exhaling out of the chest, the rib cage, and the belly. Taking one more big deep breath in. Exhaling out your mouth. And just beginning to relax your arms. Softening all around your eyes, the cheeks, and your jaw. Letting go of your neck. Letting the shoulders just melt down. Relaxing through your spine, rib cage, with the belly, all the way down to the hips. Letting the legs just melt into the earth. Just allowing for anything that you know you need to let go of to just drain down your arms and your legs, out your fingers and your toes. So your whole body just melts into the earth below you. Beginning to bring the attention back to your breath, allowing your breath to deepen. Just beginning to bring some slow and gentle wiggles to your fingers and your toes. Slowly and gently beginning to bring some movements back to your arms and your legs. Just very, very gently, Just allowing your body to gently roll to one side. Just pausing for a moment. And just thank yourself for showing up for yourself. For all that you are, all that you do. For all the roles that you play in your life, all the hats that you wear. Just remembering that the number one job that helps everything else work is taking really good care of yourself. Because when you start to fall apart, everything else falls apart. And just taking your time, just making your way back to a comfortable seat. Finding a nice long straight spine. And then bringing the palms together, thumbs into the heart. Take a nice big deep breath in. Exhaling out your mouth. 2 more times, big deep breath in. Exhaling out your mouth. 1 more time, big deep breath in. Exhaling out. Just bringing your breath back to normal. Just reopening your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. Thank you so much. I will see you next time.